Yo, what's up? It's DNA for sure, also known as Rakamakama. To my spiritual watchers, my spiritual viewers, some of that sake bomb, sponsored by Shokiatubai. Okay, Sho Chiku, Shochikubai, sake, Korean wine or whatever, brewed in fucking California somehow. But anyways, Ebola. um, I watched a video by RSD Tyler last night, I believe. It was probably this morning at like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I will try to find the link. But basically, this wasn't the premise of the video. This is just one statement that he made, and to be totally honest with you guys, I forgot why he said it and the supporting arguments or opinions that he had behind it. But basically, what he was saying was that being in love or saying that you're in love is an excuse for needy behavior, for clingy behavior, for codependent behavior. And you know, he's he was one of those people before he found pickup artistry, before he became a master pimp of the third degree, as what he refers to himself as. He never said that, but you know, he can pick up a good amount of women with his presentation, I guess is what he always says. You know, he's a short guy. Statistically, he's my height. He's 5'8", a white guy, receding hairline, ginger, red hair, and you know, he has fair skin. You know, kind of a nasally voice. Sounds like a white guy from Canada. Mm. And he has this ability, this skill, this craft, this art that he's mastered, taken in, and given to other people to attract women in an extreme way, to transform people's lives. And, you know, in his experience, I'm not sure if he's ever experienced falling in love in a real way, because in his worst state, from what he tells, he's been in love. He did not have sex with the woman he's in love with, which fucking burns, because let me tell you. Um, but after that, you know, he put all the bullshit aside, put his life on hold, worked and read, took all these seminars and classes, psychology and all this, everything. And he became one of the most, you know, famous pickup artists in American history, even though he's a Canadian somehow. But I'm not saying that he's bitter. I'm not saying that he has missed out on life experiences. He, I don't think he doesn't reject the idea of being in love. He just thinks that you go into that place as your first instinct, saying, you know what, I'm in love. He thinks that that is an excuse for being needy or an excuse for having certain behaviors, you know. Whereas I feel like I don't know if this guy's been in love. He told me, he didn't tell me, but he's put in his videos, you know, he has a fairly attractive woman that he's had 2 kids with that complement his physical appearance. He's not like a fucking butt ass ugly dude. But, you know, if I were to mate with someone, I would want someone who either looks like me, looks nothing like me, or complements my physical, doesn't have such a, you know, or doesn't have such a, or lips. Actually, I like my lips, so whatever. Anyways, I just feel I was a little bit offended as someone who's a sucker for love. I've been in love 4 times, twice with people who, women who I've actually pursued and maintained relationships with, and twice with homegirls who I've never pursued relationships and experienced romantic relationships with. And I don't feel like it's an excuse. I feel like that's a real symptom because, I made videos on what it feels like to be in love. And those are the exact. He was not always, not, he was pretty spot on. I'm not going to lie to you. He was pretty spot on as far as what I was saying, what it feels like to be in love. You feel like you have to be, or you need to be, or you want to be, or how can you be, and when can you be. You feel like neediness is the way to go. You fight your urges. You let your fucking level of discipline lower substantially just because this person's energy, this whatever, is so attractive to you. You have to make that person laugh. I know the definite neediness, clinginess, and codependency, that's all the same thing. Same fucking, same terms, different words. Codependency, the symptoms are, you feel anxiety. The main symptom is you feel anxiety when you don't, when you have to depart from that energy, when you have to depart from that, you know, think about an alcoholic. When they wake up, they don't have a drink, they shake. When people don't have coffee in the morning, they get anxious, they get fucking nasty. When people need a cigarette, they get disgusting. They cough up all kind of phlegm, and they might cough all the way to the motherfucking gas station until they get that cigarette. It's not a good thing. There are physical effects, or physical side effects or withdrawal symptoms as far as relationships and any kind of substance. But I feel like, being in love and feeling extreme emotions where you feel consumed or maybe even obsessed with certain energies or certain ongoings. Shit, I forgot how I started that sentence. I feel like when that is present, then everything else is expected. Those are extreme emotions. Where you feel codependent, when you feel like you have to have something in your life. The anxiety, the want to fucking break all rules and all deal breakers just get thrown out the window. But at the same time, I feel like those things that I think are normal and just symptoms, they're unhealthy. Just like when you fast. I don't know if anyone's ever fasted. If you just don't eat anything for fucking 24 hours or 12 hours and you just drink water, you're gonna get headaches. You're gonna fucking shake. You're gonna fucking think thoughts that are unhealthy. You're gonna fucking be sitting looking at things just like in a cartoon. Look at a cotton ball and fucking imagine it as a marshmallow. You're gonna look at fucking a dust bunny and think of a chicken nugget. That's unhealthy. That's called a hallucinogenic schizophrenic episode. That's not healthy. But when you put something healthy in your life, when you're fucking telling your body, look, no food, no saturated fats, no fucking processed anything, just water, just everything that we were swimming in for the first 9 months of our existence, and everything that we don't fucking remember that we just didn't like because it didn't taste like shit. You give your body fucking 70% of what it's already made of, something that's the healthiest thing for you to consume, which is love. You're gonna experience some unhealthy things. If you fucking stop eating everything now and you only fucking eat what you can catch and eat what grows out of the ground and never eat a fucking M&M ever again, you're gonna have some unhealthy thoughts. If you stop, if I, good example, if I stop smoking cigarettes right now, my dick is gonna be hard as fuck for any reason for the next 3 days. That's just a symptom, and that's unhealthy for me to look at a fucking at a sculpture. of a fucking camel or a cat and get horny as fuck just because I see a curve on it. That's unhealthy. But because I'm doing something that's healthy, that my body is supposed to be doing, which is not smoking cigarettes and doing breathing exercises instead, there's gonna be unhealthy effects. That's gonna be possibly detrimental to my mental health. So I'm saying that just because you experience codependency, neediness, clinginess, and you're a little bit out of your character because you're not used to this new thing called being in love, it doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with being in love. It doesn't mean that that's just an excuse for you to be needy. Just because I feel like if you feel like you're in love with someone and you don't feel those urges, then that is the person definitely. But if that is if you've never been in love with anything before, I've been in love with genres of music. I've been in love with colors before. I've been in love with shrugs before. I've been in love with situations. And it doesn't fucking matter that you feel codependent to this shit or needy or anxious when it's not there. It's how you deal with it and your assessment of it. Do you know all angles? I've been in love with a lot of things. To be totally honest, no homo, I'm not gay. I've been in love with guys. Not on that level where I want to have children with them, but it's like, where is this dude at? Everybody, it's called a man crush. I've had man crushes before with the homies. That's natural. It's not something that I'm ashamed to say. But as far as you dealing with it and harvesting it and suppressing it, you have to be able to express it. You have to be able to express it to yourself and to the world and to just get it out. Because maybe when you keep telling yourself that you're in love and writing poems and wearing things like they're watching you but they're not really there and acting like that, then maybe you won't feel it as much. Last thing I want to say is um, there's this, neuroscience and psychology has discounted, of course. I read a book about relationships, and they say that being in love is something that's not real. Unfortunately, is what some people seem to think. Because emotions are just chemical reactions, habits, beliefs. Cognitive behavioral therapy, but the opposite. Habits, beliefs, and actions. Something. Habits, beliefs. You change your habit to change your belief to change the outcome. Okay, yeah. So they say being in love is a neurological reaction, neurological connection in your brain, in your mind. When you feel those emotions after a certain amount of time, it's inevitable because your brain gets older. Your mind is used to certain energies that so much that it just breaks down, and nobody can be in love with one person for more than like what I think they said like 5 years or like 2 years or some shit like that. And I haven't had the chance to really observe a couple in love. Like I know my uncle Jamie, auntie Brandy. I feel like they were very much in love when they got married. They had kids. It's been like 10 plus years. I can't speak on that because I haven't observed them that much. But hopefully, we were allowed to have that gift because being in love is a gift. And these last shit, all right. But you have to watch my other video about being in love. This is a response to something that I saw, something that upsetted me a bit. Hopefully he's not bitter. Hopefully he's never been in love, and hopefully he's gonna meet someone who's gonna fucking just take him out of his character and make him fucking mentally unhealthy and make him do some things that make him rethink everything that he said in that video, or at least that one statement, because that's not what that whole video was on. But it's the NA for sure, aka Rock Amakama. Peace.